Good morning, everybody. This is your boy, The Green Talons, coming at you with a video about Fletcher new contract deal. And as you all are quite aware, that Fletcher just received a new 4-year, not a new 4-year deal, a new 1-year contract worth up to $14 million, which is guaranteed on signing. A lot of us thought that he was leaving or he was gone from the Eagles, but when the Eagles did cut him, he was able to wait to figure out what his what his fate was going to be for with the Eagles, or to go out and talk to other teams about a new contract. Well, that wasn't the case. The Eagles didn't allow him to leave the complex before working out a new contract, which is what they did. And then they hammered out one. They gave him a 1-year, $14 million contract, which is guaranteed upon sign, like I said earlier in the video. And that's good to see. Good to see the 12-year veteran, the 11-year veteran back with the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, he had a down year last year. He had like 35 or 40 tackles, so many, I think 12 or 13 for loss, 4.5 sacks, which was a down year because this year and last year he had less than 7 sacks the past 2 seasons. So overall, you can say he had you say he had 8 sacks, 7 or 8 sacks from this year and last year alone. And so that just showed that because the year prior, which was 2019, he had 7.5 sacks, which was low compared to his 2018, which he had 10.5 sacks, and that was pretty much his Pro Bowl year, and then he went to Pro Bowl in 2019. But last season and this season, he didn't make the Pro Bowl, so that kind of ended his streak of going to the Pro Bowl and becoming an All-Pro. He only has 1 All-Pro and 3 second-team All-Pro. So I thought he had 4 straight first-team All-Pro, but come to find he only had 3 second-team All-Pros and 1 first-team All-Pro. But either way you look at it, the guy is one of the best defensive tackles or defensive players you ever had in history since Reggie White. So with him coming back this year marks a good thing for the Eagles, because the Eagles now gonna have to go out and address this need in the draft, which is what I believe, because it's been kind of quiet now since the Eagles brought in Hassan Reddick on a 3-year, $45 million contract, and I think 25 or 30 million that is guaranteed upon signing. So I just want to go ahead and get that out the way. So the Eagles going to have some help on the defensive line, but they plan to get younger in the draft, and which is what's going on currently, because I don't think they're going to bring in no other free agent at the time, you know. But cutting Fletcher Cox's contract, or cut him the remaining of the year, because he had 3 more years left on the contract, and so he would do $18 million, I think, this week. So cutting him made a lot of sense, but then it had a lot of us fans wondering, are they going to bring Fletcher Cox back? You know what I'm saying? And so they did that on a 1-year basis. So now he has to prove that he can get 7 or more sacks this season, because see, it'll be good to have Fletcher Cox back for at least 2 more years after this year after this year comes to an end. They need him more than anything they know. So bringing him back 1 more year, or for this year, is a good thing. So, but drafting another player to actually be his heir apparent would be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but right now the Eagles are now interviewing players, and they got one guy from the University of Georgia. They got him in Devontae or Deontay, whatever his name is. He's supposed to be the defensive tackle for the University of Georgia Bulldogs, who then had the #1 ranked defense in college. And a lot of people are predicting that their whole front 4, including one of their linebackers, to be in the top 15 in the NFL draft this coming season. So the Georgia Bulldogs have very good defensive players, and they also won the national championship this past season. So that says a whole lot for what the Eagles are looking at and what they're trying to address in this draft coming. Because the Eagles need a defensive tackle, we need another defensive end, and we need another linebacker, and we need at least 2 safety. Because the Eagles got, I thought we had 2 second-round picks. I'm fine, we only got 1. So the Eagles got 3 first-round picks this year and 1 second-round pick, and I think we got 1 or 2 third-round picks, 4th, some 5th, some 6th, some 7th-round picks. So the Eagles got a lot of picks they can use to maneuver to move up in the first round or the second round or third round to address the player of need. So I'm looking forward to that to be happening next month, because now with next week being the last final week of March, it's now going to be down to about 5.5 weeks or 4.5 weeks, however you want to look at it, heading to the draft, because April is going to be all about the draft. Because the free agency now is on the quiet front. A lot of teams have already signed who they're going to sign. The Eagles could bring back some of these players back. They have tendered Nate Herbig a second and a third round tender, which is like 3.5 or 4.5 million, somewhere along up in there. They are not going to bring back Boston Scott. The Eagles might try to sign Boston Scott to a new deal. I hope they do, because Boston Scott reminds us a lot about Darren Sproles. Matter of fact, I mentioned it in videos before that Darren Sproles was training Boston Scott, because Boston Scott is built just like Darren Sproles. Same stature, same height, same build, you know what I'm saying? So bringing him back is a must. I hope they bring him back, you know what I'm saying? I really don't want to see him going anywhere else, but then you never know what happens. Give me just a few minutes. That light was going out, so I had to cut it back on before I finished the video. But anyway, so bringing Boston Scott back is a must. We got to have him back. I hope they bring him back. You know what I'm saying? Probably maybe on a 2 or 3 year basis with a small minimum contract. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that works out, because the free agency is still going on. It's on the quiet front, because all the top names have gone in different directions, to different places with different teams. So you never know what's going to happen after this free agency comes to an end. Because see, the tampering period was a few days ago before the free agency signing. So the Eagles got all the guys I guess they believe that they got the guys that they want free agency wise. So we'll see how that goes and who else they bring in. But you never know. This is the free agency. This is the free agency. You never know who's gonna go where, who's gonna do what, and when it's gonna be done. We gonna know this. That's why it's called free agency, because it's a lot of guessing. A lot of fans want this player to go to this place, or so yada yada yada. So we ain't got time to talk about all that. But like I said, I think the Eagles they probably figured that they got all the players they need via free agency, because they did address the pass rushing issue by bringing in Hassan Riddick. You know what I'm saying? On a 3 year contract, and he's young. You know what I'm saying? I think he's like 25, 26 years old. University of Temple first round draft pick by the Cardinals, I believe. He played with the Cardinals, and then he left the Cardinals and went to the Panthers, and he paid. I think he was on a 2 year contract with the Panthers, and the Eagles bought him here on a 3 year deal. So if he do good in the 2 years of his 3 year deal, that'd be wonderful for him. But overall, it's all great. It's all great. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Fletcher Cox, good to have him back on a 1 year, $14 million contract. I had to go ahead and address all these issues in this one video, because I feel I only made another video after this one. So, but anyway, this is your boy, the Green Talents, bringing you some updates about Fletcher Cox's contract, what the Eagles are doing, how everything is going. So, comment, like, share, subscribe, notification bell on top, so when I make a video, come direct from me to you for your enjoying pleasure. But as always, comment in the comment section below. And as always, like my man Acker Bill, the analyst, will always say, ghosts.